That's a nice finish.
Ellen White, brilliant finish.
That's a great finish, by the way.
England have turned it around.
I don't mind a little fun slide as well every now and then.
Hello and welcome to a very special Strikers edition of England Reacts. I'm joined by Ellen White and, of course, Harry Kane. Now we're going to look through some of your finest moments, your biggest moments in an England shirt. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, okay, we're going to start off. This is your debut, right?
All I can talk about is how big my shorts are right now.
You got me the basketball look?
Yeah.
Where
Probably
is it?
could see that I'm bricking it.
So you're coming, who are you playing?
Austria.
Okay. And how are you feeling, like moments before you go on?
I'm absolutely nervous, yeah.
It's not every time on your debut that you score a goal like this. The dink
Go on.
from out wide, the angles outrageous. Both players end up in the net. How does that feel? What's that moment like?
Mental, to be honest, yeah. It felt like it took forever to go in, though. Like, it actually looks like it goes in quite quick there, but in the moment,
That's
I'm
a great finish, by the way.
It's outrageous on the debut as well.
Little lefty. Yeah, you're almost like, oh, they've got to clear it off, and then.
And I do like a ridiculous Klinsmann celebration, which I've never done in my life. So yeah.
Slightly smaller shorts than you, Harry. Though.
I know, yeah, these ones fit me all right, yeah.
So you're coming on at Wembley.
Yeah, obviously coming on for Wazza as well was like an amazing thing for me. You know, I'd watched him growing up, and yeah, got a great reception when I come on, so it's incredible.
Coming on for a legend. Now, this is your debut. I'm in great feat by
Raz there, yeah, and
More of a simple goal. It's just, backstep header.
It's still like execution, though.
Yeah, no, it was, again, as that ball was floating in, you kind of see everything happening, and you're like, oh, please. And yeah, just managed to squeeze it in there. And
is that you pointing at Wazza there?
No, I was pointing at Raz, to be fair, for assisting me. You know, we've played together a long time, but this was our first game together for England, and yeah, he couldn't have put a better ball in. But
is it like a weight off your shoulders when you bang instantly?
Yeah, of course. I think. I mean, I dreamed about it. That was what I wanted to do when I come on the pitch, and to do it that early on. I mean, it just creeps in. He nearly, nearly gets there, but to do it straight away was, yeah, just memories I'll never forget. Type of thing.
Pure passion, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
You don't know what's coming yet. I guess if you look at it with hindsight, it's like it was always guaranteed, right? But when you're stood on the touchline, both of you, are you feeling like, am I ready for this? What are the thoughts that are going through your head?
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're just so excited to get on the pitch. You know, I was saying before, obviously, I think the ball didn't go out of play for like 5 minutes whilst I was waiting there on the sideline.
Kind of when you tipped over, what's going on?
Like, get me on the pitch, and yeah, I mean, you work so hard for that moment, and you just try and enjoy it. Of course, you're a little bit nervous as well. But I feel like once you're on the pitch, you settle in straight away, and that's kind of what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. As soon as you step on, you're in it, aren't you?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you want to enjoy every moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is you leading the Lionesses out for the first time. I mean, how does it change your mentality when you become a captain?
I think it's obviously just such a big honour, and obviously, like you are then kind of leading the group. But for me, it's just about like leading by example, just being professional and just performing well really for the team. And obviously to score
with the captain's armband.
It's pretty sick, isn't it? Really.
That's the thing. Like you don't really change. Your responsibility doesn't change. You're still the same person, still the same player. But obviously, I think it's definitely proud when you're leading, you're walking out, and having that responsibility.
You have to lead by example almost.
Yeah, like I think what Harry said. Like you don't want to change who you are. So yeah.
And then these are the moments, the big game.
Yeah, this was crazy game. We was 1-0 up, went 2-1 down. I think this was like the 94th
minute. I think it was the 94th minute.
And Hamden Park at that stage was going crazy. Like the atmosphere was one of the best I've ever played in, if I'm honest. You just heard this silence throughout the stadium, and then just
how good does that feel when you go, right, I've shut them up for a while at least now.
That's a great finish as well, like the movement as well.
There's another one that just seemed to be in the air for ages, just seeing it the whole way, and then yeah, obviously.
When Gareth is reacting like that, it's a
it's
big goal,
a good
right?
one. It's a good one, yeah.
We've got little bits of training here. I mean, and then talk about how difficult is it to finish this consistently, both feet.
It's just repetition, isn't it? But yeah, that consistency of getting it in the right place. The corners are a big one, obviously, for strikers.
Slightly different style here. You got, how important is it to get that space, turn up, be sharp, and like, if you look at this, you've found the corner outrageously there. This is.
Do you love training, like finishing?
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Every single training session, I'm like, can we do it? Can we do
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
Can we do
obviously
it?
the strikers are.
That's all I'm wanting.
It's just, something about it. It's just like obviously training is great, but then when you're actually just putting the ball in the net, that's what we're there to do, you know. So
By any means necessary.
I just love it. It's like the most fun for me.
Yeah, for sure. And almost like you can not show off a bit, but you know,
You mean show off a bit?
Yeah,
you mean show off.
like we're there to score the goals. We're probably like the best finishers in the team.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You want to like kind of show, show everyone your main aspect. You know, your main. So.
And this, I mean, I've got on good authority that you're the only player to actually finish off this drill, scoring 3 times.
Yeah. So there was a lot of talk about this during the Euros, and I kind of hadn't done it. All the lads were trying it, no one could do it. I think there was one other player for when I was at Belgium. I think.
No, look, we don't usually necessarily talk about it. When are we going to see this on the pitch? Because usually you've got the one celebration. It's almost like the fist pump with the jump.
Yeah, that was
just a bit.
That actually looked painful.
Yeah,
That actually looked like it hurt.
there it
The cartwheel needs a lot of work, What's going on?
I was more excited about that than like scoring in the tournament, but no, that was good fun. Graham was saying, like I say, I think he's done it his whole career through every team he's been at. And he only had one person who had ever completed the drill, and he'd been talking to me about it for.
Don't tell me this is the first attempt. Don't
Yes.
come with that right.
He'd been talking to me about it the whole.
We've got
whole
the
Euros.
footage, by the way. So listen, if I see half an hour of you trying this before,
honestly, he'd been talking about it the whole Euros, and he's like, "You've got to do my challenge." And obviously, training loads and stuff like that. I was like, "I'll do it." And that day. Went there and done it first time like that, and it was good fun actually. And he couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And, but that's why the boys were like celebrating as well and stuff.
and we're going to see that. We're going to see you have a go at this challenge.
I was going to say, I really want to do that.
Yeah,
now. I think
we'll go outside right now.
we need to. I'll ask our coaches.
Yeah, you
do
have
that.
to set it up for sure. It is good fun.
That is a strike by Lucy, by the way.
See this. It deserved
nice.
to be put in the back of the net. Now talk me through this. This is a big game, right?
Yeah, obviously this is the first time we beat USA on.
Oh really? Okay.
On like USA soil as well, and that's the first time I did that celebration as well.
And where'd that come from?
You know, Cologne. In the German Bundesliga, the striker Anthony Modeste does it. So basically stole it from him.
Okay.
Really.
You started right, and it ended up on big. But I've heard a rumour that you're going to retire this Sunday.
No, I didn't say that, did I?
Hey, I've got. There are people behind the camera. People in England who are lying to me.
One.
This is the classic. Where did this come from?
Yeah,
is this something that you knew you were always going to do? Or?
No, I don't know. Obviously, since I got married, I started kissing the ring before it and stuff. But I don't know where it comes. Yeah, it just become a natural thing that I started to do.
So you didn't plan it?
No, it wasn't like, I'm going to do this. But obviously, once I started doing it, it just became a thing. That was a good game. That was Wembley was rocking at that stage, and I don't mind a little bum slide as well.
It's either the jump and the fist bump, or it's the wild slide into the corner with the knees.
Yeah.
Usually feet first, 2-footed.
Yeah, in the big moments.
I feel like I saw you do that once, so then I just copied you.
Do you know what I feel like when it's pure emotion, you kind of forget everything, and it's like, right, I want to get to the corner flag as
I was thinking,
as
was it
possible.
slippy enough to do that? Because you don't want to be that person.
No one wants to do the knee slide where you on the dry
and the
grass.
thing is, I do it on my bum because on my knees, I'm always a little bit worried that I'm going to smash my knee. And
you don't want to be the player that puts himself out or herself out in the celebration for a goal.
But it seems to be the bigger game, the bigger moment. It seems to come out more. Like I think it's that pure emotion that you just let it all go. Was that the record-breaking one?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I'd scored one a few minutes before that, so I'm so happy it happened quite quickly.
Yeah, you don't want that weight big, and then the pressure comes.
I feel like it's been spoken about for quite a long time.
Yeah, and you can tell all the team are aware of it as well.
Yeah.
They're all so happy for you.
So that was really special that they were all kind of there and felt it as well.
See this, you talk about breaking records.
This was outrageous.
And I mean,
this is the best one. This is just, that's...
Yeah. Don't happen
How many times you practice that in training and it comes off versus in the game?
Yeah, very rarely. You know, again, I don't really practice it because I'm more worried about hurting myself. But that was a nice one to go, especially for the hat trick as well.
Talking of scoring goal, and this is you receiving the bronze boot for the World Cup. I mean, that's third highest goal scorer in the tournament.
We were all on the same. It was assists.
Was it actually was on it assists?
Yeah.
Surely you feel like, you know what, strikers, we don't pass the ball, we just put it in there.
It's just yeah. Obviously, yeah, it was really nice to get it. But I think I would have wanted to win the World Cup, to be fair.
Fair play.
Jill Scott runs away. Back to Walsh. Good cross in. Ellen White, brilliant finish. Flag stays down.
Scoring against Germany
I think
at
it's
Wembley.
Just,
I mean,
yeah,
does it get much bigger than that?
it's just such an iconic game, isn't it? Like England, Germany, the history, and it is really special, obviously, to score against them at Wembley.
Amongst your home fans,
Yeah.
surely there's like an extra spark there.
Yeah, I think the roar and just having, I think home fan, you can't beat it, I don't think.
Yeah, no, it's like any home game, you know, they're all rooting for you, so that atmosphere when you score and the noise. This one was just one of my favourite moments ever, just to hear the fans and to beat Germany and just see everyone, look at everyone like kind of falling off their seats.
That's how you know it's a big goal.
Yeah.
The feet first, bum slide into the corner.
And I think my family are around there somewhere as well, so I kind of caught them at the end and was like waved at them, and that was a magical moment.
A team that we hadn't beaten, you know,
in a knockout
for years.
Yeah, I think you can see that in all the fans there. You can see that in the relief of the players. I think when Gareth celebrating, you know. I mean, there was such a build-up, and almost in that tournament, that game was the biggest pressure, the most nervous.
It was almost like if we got over that hill, that could, you know,
exactly.
it was one step closer.
And that was a big stepping stone, beating Germany in a knockout game. And it's not like any other game, but you know, the way you approach it, you know, you prepare well, you train well, you'll be a little bit nervous, excited going into the game. Obviously, you'll have that opportunity this summer, and I mean, when you're doing well and you're winning games, there's nothing like it, you know. And I think even if I compare it to the World Cup in 2018, we was in Russia and we was doing well, but you don't really get to see the atmosphere.
You don't feel it, I guess,
because you're not there, you know, the whole country was going mad back home, but we was in our own little bubble, whereas, you know, here, when you're getting on the coach, you're just seeing all the fans. So you get to experience that as well, which was really special for me.
Yeah, I think like what the buzz and kind of what you guys did for the country was amazing. So it's like almost like we're really excited to hopefully, you know, get a similar kind of buzz and people behind us and have like a really great kind of summer of football, because what you guys created was super special. So I think from that sense we're really excited that it's at home and like sell out kind of crowds and stuff. So I think that's what we're really looking forward to. So,
When you're playing at home, say you're playing at Wembley, and how easy is it to look out and see friends and family? Do you always, you know, if you bag, if you scored, you always go, I'm looking over to that section there because I want to see, was it good? Yeah, was it?
Yeah, I mean,
was it good?
You know what I mean? You'll be like, you enjoy that goal,
It's funny because obviously you kind of know where your family, there's like a family section and friend section in the crowd, and like I said, that Germany game, kind of after I scored and you kind of settled down a bit, I knew my family was kind of in that crowd somewhere, so I looked over and luckily managed to see them, and obviously you could see them go mad. And, you know, you could
limbs everywhere.
Just like crazy. So, but even that, to have that moment with those people there, it makes it even more special for sure.
Definitely.
Guys, thanks for joining me on England Reacts. It was incredible to watch two unbelievable strikers. And guys, that's all we got for now.